Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Eye Opener Society. I thank you again for tuning in and joining us again. And once again, I want to thank everybody, especially the audience, because you're joining us, you're downloading, you're listening, and it's so much appreciative. I wanted to give a big shout out again to all of the other countries that are joining us. UK, Lithuania, South Africa, uh, Ireland, Wales. It's exciting, it really is, and, to see everybody that's, joining us, it's great. It's great for you to join this community. It's been exciting. So I wanted to kinda lead this off because I made a promise. Just for those who don't really know me that well, I'm kind of a homebody. I do go out, but if I do, it's always in the woods, the forest, mountains, or wherever that's peaceful and quiet. But I did have a kind of impromptu day off, and I went out for a walk like I normally do because if you know the podcast, I live in an area called Red Lion, Pennsylvania, and it's in York County. And I know people kind of make fun of Red Lion's not exactly the world's best, but you know, you have to think differently. And I enjoy it because it is a borough, so there are sidewalks you could walk all over, and I do walk through the borough a lot. So I did that in the freezing rain, and if anybody knows anything about it or if you wanna visit, Franklin Square Social, it's new, I think, within the last couple of years. They made way, they took down some old warehouse and they converted it into a whole food court, and it's kind of mimics New York City Central Grand Central Station, and I say mimics because I've seen it, it just has the theme. I stepped in and for the first time, I mean, it's been around now, like I said, almost 2 years, and I have not gone in it. And so I checked it out. I said, all right, well, I'm taking a walk. I might as well make purpose with my walk. So I go in there and it was pretty cool. And the first thing I seen was a bar, and the bar looked pretty cool. And I haven't really drank in quite a while. But I said, why not? Not a big deal. I could control myself. And it was called the Rail Bar, and it's on the downstairs level. And it was cool because the bartender, she was really awesome. I got a really good vibe off of her, and, I challenged her to make a drink, and, she did wonderful, and I promised her I'd give her a shout out. Alyssa, if you're listening, you did great. You're a wonderful bartender. The Rail Bar, located in Franklin, Social in Red Lion, Pennsylvania. Go find Alyssa. She will take care of you. So I had my piece. So I brought all that up because I promised to give a shout out, but at the same time, Lizzie and I, we were just talking about being chill and relaxing. And you know what? That was my chill relaxing. It was fun to sit and have a drink. I was alone. I did ask my wife. I was like, "Do you want to come for a walk?" And she said, "Are you crazy in this?" So I texted her from the bar, and I was like, "Next time I ask, you should say yes." So that's what happened. But there's things, there's little pleasures you can take in life, and me taking a walk and just exploring something new. Very impromptu. There I was in a whole nother place that I haven't been in yet. And I was really excited. And I was like, wow, the place is a little expensive in some of the places in there, but it was a good place. And I figured, you know what? Maybe I'll take my wife there once a week or something, something new, something different. What about you, Lizzie? Have you done anything like that impromptu?
Oh, that's kind of something I've been focusing on a lot because my whole theory about, new timelines, you get stuck in like a groove of thought process, emotion, action. It's the same over and over again. And if you can do something different, like taking a walk in the cold, something you would normally do on whatever that was, Monday or whatever.
Yeah, I
but it,
remember.
uh, what it does is it changes your actions. Now you saw new places, you saw new frequencies, you had that like nice experience that you would have normally just been home doing the same thing. And so now that you have new frequencies, it's supposed to open up new thoughts and new feelings. And then you're open to like the next new different activity. And honestly, all the ones that have really made differences to me is all the tiny little things like just go for a walk when you would normally stay, or read a book when you'd normally watch a movie, or watch a movie when you'd normally read a book. Like there's not like a correct thing, just whatever it is you normally do. Maybe just try altering it and just see what happens. You never know.
Yeah, you do never know because the funny thing is, like, my wife and I, we're very set and things we do, and especially when we go out. And most of that's because I don't trust most places when I eat. There's only like 2 places that I don't get sick from, and we just stick to those. So when we do go out, we're going to the same places and all. So it's just nice to change that whole perspective. Just say, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna try something different." And what excited me more, and I didn't do it, but because I really wanted to control spending money right now, they even have an arcade in there. Dude, I haven't touched a pinball machine in ages.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So now I know it's there. I don't have to go there to eat or drink or anything. I could go there and slam the pinball machines, and it'll bring me back to when I was a teenager and we used to go and hang out in Nathan's up in Westchester County, New York, which is no longer there, which really sucks. But these are the things you do. These are the things it brings back memories too. So you're focusing on that frequency as well.
Yeah, for sure. And, in terms of like changing your patterns, I honestly don't know anybody who's not a little bit in a rat race right now, just trying to like make enough money, have enough time, do all the things, right? Like we just don't have enough time in our day. And so if you are trying to do something like a little crazy, doing that pinball machine, something fun and simple that's not productive in any way.
Mhm.
Because this is something that I'm finding too, because I want to relax into something productive like painting, but I still have a goal. I'm still trying to do something. There's art in doing nothing.
Mm.
Just, you know what I'm saying?
There
And that
is.
I think it rewires your brain a little bit. I think that's maybe why my nervous system has such a hard time because even when I relax, I want to relax productively.
Mhm.
And that's not a thing.
Yeah, yeah, you are different, Lizzie, and I admire it, so don't worry about it. It's what makes you, you. But I also did like I said, I did record, the last episode that I did, and I did that one outdoors. I brought my equipment with me. It was, like, 30 degrees. I went outdoors, and I recorded an episode outdoors. And it was one of those things, like I've been telling people, I've been just listening to my body. It just basically told me you should record outdoors. I said, "Okay." I woke up and I was like, "Okay, should I still do this?" And everything energetically wise was saying, "Yes, do it." So I went out and I did it and it was a different feeling. And it was uplifting because again, it was me and nature, which I enjoy. I was doing the podcast, which I enjoy. So it's a lot of things together. And here's the other thing, and I'll talk to you about this, Lizzie. I've been, I don't want to call it deja vu. Okay. But I've been experiencing a lot when I was doing that episode, for whatever the reason, I was thinking about as I was sitting out there, I was had my back up against a down tree and all and had my blanket out. But I remembered back in I would probably say I was 16, 17, so we're talking like in the 80s, that I was sitting where I lived in the Bronx, and people think it's all concrete jungle. No, we got more parkland than any place else. So just a little tidbit there. I used to sit where the New York City Police Highway Patrol, they had their building up by the Bronx River Parkway, and it was a big park called Bronx Park East. And I used to go, sit up there right by the highway. And for whatever reason, the entire time I'm doing the podcast, I had this feeling that I was back in 1987 or so, doing the exact same thing. Obviously not podcasting, but sitting there. The aroma is what I was smelling, like this sweetness in the air from the decaying matter on the ground and all. Everything was just coming back like I was back there in a different time, but I was also in this time. So it was really exciting. I enjoyed the moment. I don't know exactly what it means, and I've been getting that a lot lately. Like I'm driving to work and all of a sudden I say, I'm back in a different time again. Not so much deja vu, but I'm kind of like jumping these little timelines here and there. So I don't know what it's about, but I'm enjoying it because it's been fun. I
So
don't
my perspective, to my understanding, is is the internet working okay? Because yours was kind of cutting out. Is it
oh, was it?
okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here and I don't got anything bad on this side.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So time does not work linearly. That's how we can process it like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but it goes in a spiral. And then it's also kind of like a pool at the same time. And so what happens is when you're living life, there will be like a time where your timeline circles back kind of over top or through a past time or a future time in your life. And so, whatever moment you crossed through, you probably had similar thoughts and feelings, different life circumstances, but just it's like the recursion gives you an opportunity to repattern from here. It's like a time point. And so that's why we get deja vu because we've been in this time point a bunch of different times. But it's a lot of times it's all these like little minor things. But when people start connecting with their intuition and start doing shadow work and balancing everything out, it's something that happens more and more and more because you start noticing when the energy like clicks together. And that's what it kind of is. It's like it overlaps and you can feel that. You can feel two versions at one time, even though all you can see is just yours.
Mm, I like it. This is why I like talking to you about these things. Like we said in the last episode, like you didn't have to, but you did some energy work with me, and it does when you talk to somebody else about it, and then you get their perspective. It really helps. It's takes a lot out of you because I could sit and go down every rabbit hole with that, but just the way you said it, it's just no more than a time compression. But I'm enjoying it. I don't have to look at everything as some sort of conspiracy or, it is just what it is. And when you become more open to these
It's an
things,
idea
you
to
start
play with.
noticing. Yeah, it is. And it's fun because, like I said, it's just like I was living in a different time zone and the current time zone all at one time. And it felt good. I was kind of excited about that. I said, it's a different feeling. And so if you just sometimes just go with it without questioning it, you tend to have a lot more fun with it.
Yeah, that's what I find in life in general. If you just chill,
Right.
just go, oh, this is happening. I'm getting deja vu. How interesting. And then just keep going because anything that you quote need to know come up. Like you
Oop, we just had a little jump
are you
there.
there?
Yeah, I'm here. You there?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry that you keep cutting out a little
Mhm.
bit, but not too bad. Like I'm tracking what you're saying, but
Okay. We're getting
okay,
near the
sorry.
end there. That's fine.
I bet it works now.
Yeah. There we go. See, again, it's the sharing of high energy there. I know my internet was out last night, but I got it up. But I think it's your energy has been pulling so much through the universe. I'm feeling you all the way over here across on the East Coast, and it's good.
I'm
Doing
ha I'm having such a hard time with my technology. Like, my TikToks are glitching all the time. They're doing just weird, weird things. Like, it's
mhm,
dirty deleting videos or, like, it just glitches the video. My internet's cutting out all the time. I just suddenly have crappy internet all the time. Like,
mhm.
my what? It's good internet. But I'm playing with it a little bit, so it's fine. I think it might just be like really high energy. I know I've had lots of problems with that in the past, but not usually it's like a when I'm really, really high anxiety or something. And so then something will glitch out and I'll chill out and it chills. But now it's like a semi-consistent problem with everything I'm doing. So now I'm just like
Yeah.
not really sure what's happening.
Right, that and on top of that, we've been getting hit with some very heavy geomagnetic storms too. They keep popping up, so that's
About
also
that.
yeah, so I think that's jerking with all of the electronics too as well, so that's okay. If we had to live in an electronic-free world, going back to my little timeline of the '80s, I lived perfectly through it. So, I don't think we necessarily need it, we just wouldn't have a podcast. We'll have to go back to the phone chat line.
Yeah, we'd
You
have
guys
to
as
send
old as I
letters
am.
out.
Yeah. Remember the phone
Yeah, we
check
could, or
line?
we could type it all out and send it.
Yes, the bulletin boards when the internet first started. So,
Put it in the newspaper. We could be in the newspaper.
we'll take out a full page ad. Yeah. So this here yeah, so I appreciate this episode. This was a little bit more chill. We got a lot more things planned, Lizzie and I. Um, for right now, especially since I'm in the process of moving, and once I get this studio, I know I keep saying it, once I got this, studio set up, it's gonna be really easy for me to do these. I could do tons of them because whenever I got a thought, I can just turn around and go ahead and sit down in front of my microphone, which I don't gotta tear down, set up all the time. So, we're working on things. So please keep listening, and if you enjoy the content, tell a friend. Follow us. You could still follow Lizzie on TikTok, energy.by.lizzie. You always got that link down in the description of these shows. And again, for all of our international people that have been viewing us and listening to us, I appreciate it. Lizzie appreciates it. We all appreciate it. And stay tuned. I still got the Wednesday night guided meditation. I hope everybody enjoyed the story time. Like I said, it was just a quick one, something that I just kind of tested the waters with. I think I'm going to have some more of those coming up. And I'm going to be recording with Hannah Rose from The Sound Within as well. So there will be another episode with her as a co host. And like I said, Lizzie and I, we're working on things and we're excited about them. And we'll keep everybody posted on that. So with that in mind, Lizzie, I appreciate you joining me. You know, I always love having you here. And I think everybody else does because when you came back with the last episode, the stats really jumped high. And I think that's all because of you. So we really appreciate it.
Oh, I miss being here. So super glad to be back.
That's
And
great.
I'm excited. I'm about to have a whole lot more time. So I'm going to be here a whole lot more consistently. And I'm super excited about it.
That's great. We're all excited about it. And we really do appreciate everybody joining us. So until the next show, we'll see you then. Thank you for joining us.